crochet friends, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in on how to learn the classic granny square stitch. Now, you may have seen this draped over couches. If you went to a grandparent's house, they probably had this stitch in a blanket somewhere. It is so easy, so pretty. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So all you need, if you want to go with 4 colors like I did, if you want different colors, go for it. Just make sure that they're in the same weight. So I choose medium weight so that I can use an eye hook, 5.25 millimeters. If you're going to do this, use medium weight. And if you don't know how to figure out what weight your yarn is, just turn the label into this section and it will tell you, and this is the medium weight, size 4. And it will also tell you what size hook or what size knitting needle to use. That way you're using the right stuff. If you want to do the project, this is a 4-part series. So the first part is going to be learning how to make the granny square. Then just make up 8 granny squares of any color that you would like. Like I said, just make sure that they're in the medium weight category, all of them, so that they're perfectly matched up when you start going to seam them together, because you don't want, you know, it to not be perfectly square blocks. You need them to match, and to do that is by using the same size yarn. Let's see, I'll show you how to make this one. So I'll start with pink. You start with the middle and then you work your way out. To begin, you need to start with a magic ring. So I'm going to show you the best that I can. This is a little bit of a tail, and you're going to pinch this yarn with your pinky and ring finger like so, and then point your pointer and middle finger like so. Hold down the yarn with your thumb, just give it a little bit extra hold, and then wrap your yarn around, full circle, cross over, and then hold that with your thumb. Turn your hand and kind of just help hold down that yarn. So now you have 2 loops of yarn wrapped around your fingers. Now with your crochet hook, go underneath the first loop, over the second loop, and start pulling that yarn. And then I twist my hook so that it's facing up now, and I lift my middle finger, or sorry, my ring finger, to get this yarn, wrap around one time and pull through the loop that's on your hook like so. And then you can get your middle finger and pointer finger out of that circle, and then this is your magic ring. And you can pull on your tail, just makes it smaller. Just don't pull it all the way. You need it to be open. Now you're going to, I consider that a chain, so you just chain 3. So if that's my first chain, that's my second chain, and that's my third chain, because it's a chain. So I always count that as a chain to begin the magic ring. So to start the granny square, that's the chain 3, and now you're going to double crochet 2 times in this hole. So yarn over, go into that hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and do it one more time. Your chain 3 is considered a double crochet, so you would have 3 double crochets right next to each other. And that's what this is. One of these, maybe this guy, is a chain 3, 2 double crochets. That's how you have like your little clusters or groups or whatever you want to call them. Okay, so now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and in the same magic ring, do 3 double crochets in the magic ring. 1, 2, and 3. And then you can start pulling on your tail just to give you a little bit less of a hole to work with. Just helps you to hold on to it better. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Do another 3 double crochets in this hole. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is your 4th cluster of 3 double crochets. Now chain 3, pull your tail to close that hole in the middle. You don't need your magic ring anymore. And you're gonna count up. That's my first chain, second chain, third chain. That's my first double crochet. You don't go in it. You go in that top 3rd chain and do a slip stitch. Go in it, pull up the loop, pull through. So you have your first cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Now pull your yarn about that much. And cut it off. And you have your first group. Now, if you choose one color, you don't cut off. You keep your color. This is because you have to change colors. That's the only reason. And then you sew in your tails right now if you feel like it, or you sew in them later. It doesn't matter. Then you get your next color. And my next color is yellow. So I'm gonna grab my yellow. Okay, and for this, you make a slip knot. So if you don't know, you pinch, you give yourself 3 or 4 inches of that tail, pinch it between your thumb and pointer finger, and then pinch the working yarn between your middle and ring finger, and it makes a loop. Make a heart with your right thumb and pointer finger, go underneath that loop, with your palm facing up, turn your palm facing down, and it makes an X, like so. Twist your wrist, your right wrist towards your left, and then pinch that yarn between your pointer and thumb, and then let the yarn above fall off. And then slightly, slowly pull away your hands from each other, and it turns into a slip knot, like so. No more magic rings, just slip knots. And I like to go in you go in any of these corners. Any corner. It doesn't matter which one you go in, but you go in the space of the corner, not a chain or a double crochet, in the big old space. So just pick one of the corners. Don't make your yarn or your slip knot too snug to your hook, and then pull through that hole, the corner space. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I hold that tail along the corner so I can work it in while I do my corner stitches. Now that's 1 double crochet, so you need 2 more. Yarn over and do 2 double crochets in that corner hole. Got 1 and 2, and every time you do a corner, you chain 3, because you're gonna put 2 clusters in this corner now. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and do 3 double crochets in the same corner. Like so. See how it's coming along? Like that's a corner, that's a corner. Then we're going to get to the other corner. Now you chain 1 to get to the other corner, just 1 chain. Yarn over and do 3 double crochets in the next corner. 1, 2, 3, and this is a corner, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, do 3 more double crochets in that same corner. 1, 2, and 3. See? And now you chain 1 to get to the other corner, yarn over, do 3 double crochets, and just keep doing that. Just like the last corner. And remember, this is a corner, so chain 3 now. 1, 2, 3, 3 more double crochets, all in that same corner. Okay, we're done with the third corner. We have 1 more, so to get to it, you chain 1, yarn over, do 3 double crochets. I need more yarn. Okay, I did my 3 double crochets. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 more double crochets in that same corner. And you still need your chain 1 to get to the next. And see how there's 1, 2, 3. See if I can see that better for you guys. 1, 2, 3. That is your third chain. That's what you're going to go in and do your slip stitch. Go in, pull up a loop, and a slip stitch is just keeping that loop through the next loop. There's no like yarning over. It's not a single crochet or anything. And then you just pull your yarn enough for you to sew in. Gauge however much you think that is. Okay, so I'm going to do the fast version of a slip knot with my next color. Pick a corner to go in. Put that on my hook. Pull through. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that acts like your first double crochet. I make sure my tail is along my work so I can work that in while I'm crocheting. That acts like your first double crochet, so you need 2 more for your first cluster. Chain 3 because we're on a corner. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 double crochets. And remember, work that tail along side so that you're going under. That way it's just hidden. You're working it along with making your double crochets. Okay, my first corner. Now chain 1, yarn over, 1 cluster in this space. Just 3 double crochets in this hole now. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and now we're at a corner. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, because you're on a corner, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets only in this space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then you're at a corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And we're back at another corner, our last corner, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, our last middle spot, 3 double crochets only. Chain 1, and then you've got your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 chains. Go in that third chain with your slip stitch. Just wrap your yarn around, pull, and pull through the next loop. And then pull, give yourself however much you think you need to sew in that end. And you've got your third row. And then the white is the last row. Do your slip knot. Put your hook through a corner. Add your slip knot, pull it up. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Grab a hold of your tail, lay it along your work so you can work it in. 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets. Chain 1. And now I don't keep my tail laying because you would see it right here. It only is hidden when you're stitching it, and I don't like that. So I pull it back and then I stitch more of it if I need to later. Hopefully that helps. Now 3 double crochets in this space. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in that space. Now I'm at the end. There's 1, 2, 3 chains. Go in that top third chain. White is a little bit hard to see, sorry. Slip stitch, pull through so that you have plenty to sew. And you're done. Now you just need to sew in your ends. Make sure to do 7 more if you want to do my crochet along. And then just keep a lookout for the next video on what to do with your 8 granny squares. And remember, tag me on Facebook if you're not making this. If you're making it for a different project, tag me in it and show me what you make. I would love to see them. So give me a big thumbs up if I did good. Leave me a comment down below if you want to guess what this project is for. I would love to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Share it with your friends. and happy crocheting the granny square. Bye, crochet friends.